maybe someone's manning up the grill because you just got to the Airbnb a little bit late after travel, and you just and someone's everyone's putting food away, and they open up the fridge and they pull out a beer and like, hey, you want one? I'm like, hell yeah, crack it, cheers it. Down the pipe.
My wife's boyfriend. Welcome back to My Wife's Boyfriend. We are your hosts of Pointer Brothers here. My name is Henry. Mike's name is Mike. Trev's name's Trev. Happy Monday morning. And happy episode 60 of My Wife's Boyfriend. 60 eps down, 60,000 eps to go. What do you think episode 60,000 is going to look like?
Ranking hummus.
Yeah, you think yeah?
Probably going to have like Elon's chip in our brain.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just produce hummus out of your finger.
Yeah. And there's just no like mics. You just like telepathically talk and it records it.
We're going to be staring at each other and it's just going to record and blast it directly into people's brains and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. When I say the number 60, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Dog.
What are you nibbling on over there?
I'm not nibbling on anything.
Trevor's going professional Werther's original nibbles over there.
Something fell out of my pocket in a wrapper. I was tightening it back up.
Oh, he's hitting the Titan. Bro's over there up to cahoots, dude. What
could have possibly fallen out of your pocket that's in a wrapper that needs to be tightened back up?
Don't worry about it,
Trev,
dude.
what cahoots are we up to over there? It's like it's a silent movie theater and somebody starts eating Pop Rocks. Like Tom did that one time. I wasn't there, but he said he did it. Like Trevor,
yeah, that's kind of crazy
Don't
work.
worry
Potato
about
chip
it.
bag.
It's like showing up with carrot sticks and hum.
When I think
movie
of
theater.
60,
Yeah.
what do I think of?
Yeah, what's the first number that or not
60.
not number, but
Oh,
okay, for sure.
All
right. What's the first thing? Like that
thought
pops
like
in
we were
your-
saying number
yeah,
60.
60. Oh,
Say
okay. That
something
makes me
that's-
think of like 60 miles an hour or something. I don't know.
Probably just like human beings, like the age, like somebody turning 60 years old.
Okay,
It's the
fair.
first thing I think of.
Yeah, I feel that. I was thinking like 60 seconds on a clock.
60 Minutes, the TV show.
60 Minutes.
That's a no-brainer.
6D's nuts. 2. Sorry, too much? Too soon?
All right, I got a riddle for you.
Yep.
Trev,
Sure.
this one's for you.
Thanks.
There's 60 cups. All right. One breaks. How many are left?
5.
59.
59. I just said. I literally just said there's 60 cups. What'd you think I said?
Can't hear it from over there. It sounded like you said 6 teacups.
Ooh. Oh, that would have been good. I didn't even think of that.
think of that.
Six teacups. Oh, it's a little double. Oh, it can go either way. Nice. Yeah.
Damn, Trev.
Bam. Yeah, no, just.
That was a good one.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was a classic one. 6 teacups. Yeah. All
Mike,
right.
you just got a suit recently, no? Your first ever suit? Your first big boy suit?
Dude, kind of an electric experience. Dude, we've been out here in LA for. I've actually, first of all, I've never gotten like a legit suit.
Well, you bought one suit off the rack at Macy's a while ago.
One suit off the rack. Shit looks like I got football pads on.
Dude, it's
Thing
not-
vacuum seals my quads and
it's
hammies.
not a good looking suit.
My ass is popping. It's not good. I think there's like now like permanent stains. I've brought it in there like
permanent
just from like
what?
at a wedding, dude. And I'm just eating like my food like crazy, and it just dropped down over
Damn.
through my napkin or something.
Damn.
I don't know.
I was gonna say that.
Sorry. What are you talking about? So I feel like we go to a bunch of events out here. A lot of them are like cocktail attire, and
Yeah.
it's like I just need a suit. Haven't had one. That one's not going to cut it. I've worn it a couple times.
Stains
And
on
finally, going to a wedding, one that doesn't have stains on it. And dude, I hit up our buddy Joey, luxury real estate agent out here in LA. Joey Bensby, the GOAT. I was like, dude, if anybody, he grew up here. I'm like, hey, if anybody's got a suit guy in LA, it's this. So I literally texted him like, dude, I'm about to get a suit. I need one or a couple suits. Do you have a guy? And he goes, yes, I do have a guy. And he sent me his number ASAP. So I texted this dude literally the other day at 11 a.m. Calls me. He's at my apartment by 4 p.m. with a roller rack of suits. Do I have something on my face?
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought you were
I was intrigued. This story's great.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were like telling me like
No.
something on yours. All right,
roller
sorry.
rack of suits.
Dude's got a roller rack of suits. Well, funny thing is I call him and I talk to him. I give him a little background. He's like, oh, Randy. He's like, is this Mike? I'm like, yeah. He's like, this is Randy. I'm like, oh, Randy, how's it going? Got your number from so-and-so. just want to let you know, like, I'm looking to get a suit. Like, this is me and my brother do this for work. We live out here in LA, go to a bunch of events. I need something to go to this and that. And I give like a little 45-second spiel. And he just goes, what's your height and weight? Just cuts to the chase.
But he's been in the business for too long. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, no, he's just like, hey, you're a client. You know, like, I'll get you fitted. But unbelievable, dude. Same day, text him at 11 a.m. He's like, I can be there by 4. Drives over the hill, roller rack of suits. 12 different suits, 12 different colors, all within like a dark color, a black suit, blue suit, bunch of shades of blue, a fun maroon one, a fun dark green one. And we just try them on. We get to try them on because I told him my height and weight, so he brings all like 2 sizes.
What color did you end up going with?
A dark green.
Dark green? Darker than like this green? That's like...
It's not that type of green. Like, it's like, that's kind of gives me like an army-ish, dark army green. No, it's more like a I don't even know. What?
Hunter green?
No.
Forest green?
Nah.
Green.
Nah, just a green, dark green. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, dark green.
But dude, unbelievable experience. I'm like, that's one of the cool things. I mean, I'm sure they do it, all over, wherever in any country or wherever it's a job. But like living out here in LA, I'm like, oh, this guy's got a suit guy. I don't have to leave my apartment, and the guy can just come up, suits, fit me. We'll look at him in the mirror. He'll take my measurements. Be like, all right, we'll do this, this, and that. Dude's gonna have it turned around by Friday.
That's as good as it gets.
Oh, really?
And I did it whenever, like, this episode comes out. I did it. I texted him on a Monday because I'm leaving for a wedding the next week. And he's like, his guy's going to be done with it like tonight, he said, but he won't be able to probably get to me until Friday or Thursday night. So he could probably, realistically, I probably could have gone and picked up and have a 1-day custom suit turnaround.
So your suit guy has a suit guy who does his suits.
I mean, yeah, he's got a suit company.
He's drop shipping suits.
No.
Is the guy 3D printing the suits? No. How does he get him that?
That
done.
How does anyone ever get something? Because he's not physically doing alterations himself.
Right.
He's a clothier.
He's not.
Right.
Dude, he's coming. That's it.
A clothier?
So the business he runs, dude, is like he offers the experience of like, I'll come to wherever you are and I'll fit you up. I'll bring you so many options. We'll get you good, whatever you need. And then when it's ready, I'm going to drop it back off to you. And we're going to put it on. Any alterations, I'm going to take it to the alteration guy and I'm going to bring it back to your apartment.
Sounds pretty awesome.
So it's that.
He slings it sideways.
So, Trevor, I'm telling you, if you ever need one, because I'm going to get a couple more suits from this guy because the prices, I mean, I don't need to go price on the podcast, but it's like unbelievable for a custom suit.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
God damn.
And I'm 100% getting, I'm getting one on a quick turnaround time, but when we're back in, I'm probably going to get 2 more.
What is it? What does it involve? Is it just a jacket, like a coat and a pants, or is it like a button down?
As much as you want. So I got 2 white button downs from him. I tried one on because I'm like in the need for a button down where you can wear that doesn't require a tie and it looks good. Mm-hmm. And one, and it still looks good if you need to wear a tie in it.
Levels.
So I'm finally investing in that. So I'm getting a pants, jacket, 2 things. And then I got to go get some shoes, some ties, and some socks. He's going to bring me some ties, and we're going to mix and match them together.
Did you have him vacuum seal the britches or no? You say no vac seal the britches?
No, we made sure like my booty be breathing, and we're not going to be vacuum sealing. We tried them on. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you get like a custom interior? You know how some people do that?
Yeah. Not yet. I did.
What would you do? Would you do average everywhere?
That could be cool. I would definitely do something fun because like nobody sees it.
Yeah, like a Hawaiian.
Hummus or chicken tikka masala. Or
Hawaiian. Little chicken tikka masalas.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too into it. I know we got some fun stuff today.
What kind of fun stuff do we have today?
It was like, I would recommend it to you guys too.
Well, you know what? Maybe we check them out then after I see your suit. Trev, we take a peek at Mike's suit, see if it's any good.
Maybe we get the boys fitted and we pull up to the podcast wearing our custom suits.
You should.
Be nice.
What's in the oven is in the oven. What's in the oven segment is in the oven.
Wow. That was it? That's the only way you're singing it in?
What's in the oven was cooking. What's in the oven? What's cooking? Is it overcooked? Is it undercooked? We don't know because it's in the oven. It's hot. What's in the oven segment, which is basically what's in the oven. What's back? What's new? What's hot right now? What's popping?
What's cooking?
What is in the oven? Henry, Trevor, take it away. What do you guys got? Who wants
Trev,
to
kick us off.
What is in the oven for this week's What is in the Oven? I had 2 really good ones.
Love it.
But I'm going to save one for like an honorable mention after. But my main one is Smoking Stogies with the Boys.
Wow.
Smoking Stogies with the Boys is back. We went on a brief hiatus. I will say this a quick little short story. Mm-hmm. Growing up in the North Shore of Massachusetts, we used to, when we were of age, smoke stogies with Mike all the time. Me and Mike would go to your house, or Mike and Henry's house,
Mhm.
and we'd always have a cool spot to smoke cigars and enjoy a nice lager
Mhm.
when we were 21, of course.
Yes.
Naturally.
And golly, oh boy, we haven't done it in a while. And we've just been kicking it off ever since we went to Pebble Beach up in Carmel.
Yeah.
And man, oh man, dude, I love a good stogie.
Golly.
Yep. So that's what's in the oven for me.
I
So,
love
Wow.
that, Trev.
Wow.
Nothing beats because it makes you live in the moment and just enjoy conversation. You know? That's what I love
It's
about
nice,
it.
dude. It's nice.
It's a great one, Trev.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like
What
that,
about
Trev.
you?
That's in the oven for sure.
Henry, what's in the
Guys,
oven?
I don't want to beat a dead horse with this one. What's in the oven? I think it's Call of Duty Warzone. I think it's Call of Duty Warzone, man. I haven't, again, similar vibe, Trev. Been a brief hiatus from the zone, from video games. I think Call of Duty Warzone, dude, something about seeing Rebirth Island in real life, taking the ferry over. We took it. We dropped in off a helicopter when we went. Something about that experience just kind of set the oven to 350. You know what I'm saying? It really just kind of preheated the oven a little bit, just enough to kind of get back on the horse, if you will. I would say Call of Duty Warzone's back in the oven.
I love that.
That's it, man. That's it. Mike, what about you? What's in the oven?
What's in the oven for me? Summer 16/19 vibes officially.
Really?
I'm feeling them. You know where they're like, hey, is 2026 the new 2016? I'm feeling it, dude. For some reason, I made that. I say that because, too, like, been loading up Fort and Warzone. I know Fortnite. That's why I said summer 16/19.
Okay.
It's 19. That was the last normal year before COVID.
Okay.
And 19 was also like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
College, sophomore year.
Yep.
College before. Summer 16, just also like, I think living in LA with the weather of actually it legit feeling like summertime in the winter already.
Yeah.
/ coming into spring is, summer 16 vibes, summer 19 vibes. It's the vibes are here.
Yeah.
It's immaculate. It's going to be a great summer. And it's just something in the air. I don't need to keep, like you said, I don't need to be circumloquacious about it, but it's good.
Very well said. Very well said. That feels good, dude. We've had some warm days in LA. Warm days. Had some toasty days in LA recently.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Anywho,
I love it. And that is what's in the oven. Oh. Did we?
we did.
I remember we had a couple beers after, and I kind of forget.
No, I mean, I'll tell you right now, we did, Trev. And I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, we did. We did. No,
One of
it's
the best tuna melts I've ever had. Hands down. That guy, I don't know what they were teaching him over in Switzerland. I don't know what kind of tuna they were preparing over there. They were doing something right. That's for sure.
You remember in Stranger Things when, like, Will... spoiler alert. Should I say the spoiler? Does it matter?
I mean,
Yeah. if you
which
haven't
episode of Stranger Things?
All right, whatever. When someone gets their powers... and they make the Demogorgon go... I saw Henry do that when he took a bite of the tuna melt. He lifted up in the air and it's like, running up that hill.
Yeah.
Running up that...
Yeah.
And then he came down and he was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was mind blowing.
Yeah.
That tuna melt. The tuna was melted, confirmed. That sourdough, sour, confirmed. Those gherkins were gherkin. We sat down, we had a conversation with him. It was tough. It was during the dinner rush, which was tough. So I felt like we kind of didn't have his full attention when we were there.
Yeah.
And like Mike said, we enjoyed a couple adult canned beverages before we got there. So, I think perhaps our wits weren't fully with us, but we talked with him, and I'll tell you what, it was kind of a tough conversation.
Yeah.
It was a really tough conversation. I mean, I think it goes without being said he's not making it on today's episode.
That's a TC, yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, he's struggling right now. He's struggling. He's flown back to LA, and he kind of gives the backstory. Basically, what happened was the reason this tuna melt pop-up shop 24 hours even existed was because he got evicted out of his old home, and he needed a place to stay while he was in town. And the only lease that he could find was a 24-hour lease on Melrose, and they would only let him stay there if he would sell some sort of product. So he's all right. I got a tuna melt recipe I've been working on. Let me sling tuna melts. So I think right now, he's still at that shop. I think he's a squatter at that pop-up shop right now. He's kind of he's in a tough space.
Yeah.
But he might not have as much coin as we've been led on to believe.
What has he done with all his coin from his book
I
tours?
don't know what he's done with all the coin, but he couldn't find a place to stay. So that's why he did the Tune 'em Up pop-up shop. It earned him enough funds to maybe stick around for another week or two in the joint, but
Does he
he's in a tough spot.
Does he low-key have squatter rights though?
He might have squatter rights. I don't know what the lease looked like that he signed, but he might not have even. He's made some good friends in the industry, so maybe he didn't even sign a lease. Maybe he's pulling a fast one on whoever's on the landlord over there.
Yeah,
it's not a good looking situation. Is all I'm going to say. So we'll see. I mean, Mike, I know you have an empty room at your crib.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not going to offer that up, but
Sounds like you just did. So the thing started to go back like squatting, right? So
Right.
squatter rights, is that just like, so if you squat long enough in one position, like an empty house, like it's yours?
Well,
like it's legally yours?
the thing is, you need to prove. It's kind of like if you were you need to like prove that you'd been squatting for long enough. And that's the tough part. Is like typically it's like you can film a time lapse or a live stream usually.
Yeah. Oh my
A wall
gosh.
sit counts.
Yeah.
Typically you can wall sit.
Yeah.
But those wall sitters' rights are different than squatters' rights.
Yeah. Well, so I was going to say, you probably have absolute Iron Man hammies for squatters' rights, dude, because those things are steel beams. if you can prove you've been squatting for that long, you're like, hey, I've been squatting here for 14 days straight. And they go, respect, it's yours.
That's typically how it works.
So what are we at? We're at a 19-minute mark, 20-minute mark?
Yeah. 20-minute mark.
This might be a little extra longer episode, no?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because I got a good segment. We can wrap it. All right, ready?
Or do we? Yeah, okay, let's do it.
What, you want to
me to sing it in?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do this one. Doesn't have to be too long, but it's a good one.
Or we save it, but we can just go
I say we do it. Embrace
do
this
it.
debate. It's not going to be too long. It's a fun one.
What if we could also spend the next 5 minutes talking about whether or not we want to do the bit?
All right, let's just do it. Sing me in.
You can start him, you can bench him, you can cut him. You can start him, you can bench him, you can cut him. You can start one, you can bench one, but you can only cut one.
I have a hunch what this bit is.
You have a hunch?
Is this a start bench cut series?
This is the start bench cut bit of the episode. Mike has come to us with 3 items, 3 things, 3. We don't know yet. Mike's the only one that knows them. He's going to present them to me and Trevor. We're going to decide which one we're starting, which one we're benching, which one we're cutting, and then Mike will give us his take. We haven't heard these before. Mike, start bench cut. What are we getting down to
start
today?
bench cut the category, and I actually wrote down so this is one category. I wrote down 8 things, and then I narrowed down to the 3.
Okay, so yep.
All right. Start bench cut. First beers.
Okay. Start bench cut. First beers. Okay.
First beers, like the first beer of this, that, and I'll just read them. All right.
Okay.
First beers. Ready? First beer on night 1 of the trip with the fellas.
Okay.
First beer, mid to late morning on a golf course.
Okay.
First beer on a Friday after finishing / getting off a productive, busy day of work.
Okay.
So we got first beer. You're on a trip with the fellas, night 1. Have that first beer. Golf course. Let's just call it a weekend.
Okay.
Late morning, because beers don't count. You can have them before noon. Crack it, and you're like, we're going to have a day today.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Sunny day, golf course. And then first beer on Friday, long week, productive, busy Friday. You finally get home or you get to the bar, you get wherever, and you crack that first beer.
I think I got my mind made up.
Take it away.
I think I got my mind made up.
All right, start one, bench one, cut one.
I'm starting that Friday afternoon beer because you earned that shit. I'm starting that easy. You earned that joint.
How diff does that hit?
It hits Ashdo diff. And I think the thing there is like that beer means something. You know what I mean? You don't need to have 50 more beers for that first beer to mean something. That first beer, you could have 1 beer. That could be the only beer of the night. And that it could be the second. It could be the first of many.
Yep.
It could be the first and only. But you know that beer holds some weight. You earned it. Feels good. Decompress a little bit. Now here's where I might ruffle some feathers, boys. Okay? And please.
Rough some Fs.
Please just have an open mind with what I'm about to say.
R some Fs. My mind is open. I twisted it open.
I am going to bench the first beer of the trip with the fellas. Okay, I'm gonna put that one on the bench, and then I'm officially cutting the late morning, afternoon beer on the golf course. And the thing about the beer with the trip, the beer on the trip, the first beer with the fellas is it sets the tone for the trip. You know what I mean? And usually that first night, from experience here, that first night can tend to be one of the most outrageous.
Yeah.
Because everyone's excited to be there. You're excited to just kind of get things going. You're excited to kind of kick off the trip.
Yep.
You don't want to, you're not, oh yeah, we're going to take it easy tonight. You're not taking it easy.
Yeah.
You're never taking it easy on the first night. That first beer, however, sets the tone, kind of gets you going, kind of gets you excited for what's to come.
So you benched that one, right?
I'm benching.
Okay,
that
yeah. So I was gonna say, 'cause it is,
and I'm cutting the beer on the golf course. Don't get me wrong. The first beer on the golf course, kind of midday. It's a nice one. It's a fun one. But it's like I can go without it. You know, I can go without it. It doesn't carry as much weight for me. It's a good one, but
okay,
something just doesn't speak to me like those other two.
Okay,
Trev.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the opposite of Henry, kind of.
Yeah.
So I'm starting first beer on the trip with the fellas.
Fair.
Yep.
Yep. That just
Nothing
goes
wrong with
without saying. It's just you're with all the boys. You know you're about to get into some absolute shenanigans.
Cahoots.
Maybe someone's manning up the grill because you just got to the Airbnb a little bit late after travel, and you just and someone's everyone's putting food away, and they open up the fridge and they pull out a beer and like, hey, you want one? I'm like, hell yeah, crack it, cheers it. Down the pipe.
Get me going.
I'm gonna bench a productive Friday beer, and I'll tell you why.
Nothing wrong with that.
When I have a really productive day, sometimes in my brain I'm like, I don't know if I want to kill this productive day with a nasty hangover tomorrow, because on my mind, sure, if it's just one beer, sure, but you said first beer, so that's leading me to believe that I'm gonna be three sails to the wind at the end of the night or whatever.
However you want to take
Three
it.
sheets to the wind.
However you want to
say.
take it.
And then I'm gonna cut golf course beer. Like Henry said, it doesn't really carry that much weight for me. You know, if I start drinking beers on the course, sure, I'm having a great day, but then I start playing sloppy and then I get ultimately pissed off. So it's just like, that's how I'm feeling.
That's fair.
It's a good one. So different. And it's safe to say, I think we all three have different answers.
All right.
Which I think that's a pretty decent
SBC.
I got everyone all making valid points. I got when I'm starting, I'm going with Trevor. First beer night one of the trip with the fellas.
Yeah, naturally.
Especially when you guys don't live in the same area of the country anymore and you finally got together.
Mm-hmm.
And like Trevor said, I guess I'll just copy him. It's like putting stuff away, traveling, and then it's finally like, all right, who wants a beer? Grab one out of the fridge. Everyone's already picked their rooms that they're staying at the Airbnb. Mm-hmm. Everyone's in whatever. And it's like, let's take a load off.
It's that moment like, someone's got to ask it, right? Everyone's just kind of like, oh, are we starting to drink right now? Are we going to have a couple of beers now? Or are we waiting until later? It just takes one.
Takes one. I am going to bench the mid to late morning beer on the golf course.
Really?
Because I know you guys both cut it. Nothing better. And I'm talking, this could be on, this could be a trip. It could be whatever. But I'm just picturing a Saturday morning golf course. You have an open weekend. You have nothing. It's, maybe 10 a.m. Cart lady rolls around and you're getting some ice cold silver bullets, some pounders or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just, and not getting too sloppy, just the first beer. Something about that beer before noon on the golf course. Like there's no laws, there's no rules. And you're just enjoying the moment. It's a sunny day. And I think it hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm cutting. This was a tough cut. That first beer on Friday after finishing, getting off a busy day of work.
Mm-hmm.
Because, hey, at the end of the day, these are all three beautiful things. And you got to get rid of one of them. And I cut that one. It's not that it doesn't hit for me. It's just, I just.
You got to cut one.
You got to cut one. I got to cut it. I love it, but I got to cut
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
Safe to say we all had three different ones, though. So,
yeah,
what do you guys think about that one?
No, I thought it was good. It really makes you think. I'm curious to hear what a couple of these other ops that didn't make it.
So these other ops that didn't make it, and this could be a podium for later on, but we can do this when we forget about it, like podium of first beers.
Episode 60,000.
First beer on the golf course, first beer on Friday. Sporting event beer. You finally get your seats.
First beer. Yeah.
It doesn't hit as hard for me, but you're at a baseball game, get a tall boy.
Yeah.
First beer when you finally get to the vacation spot.
Okay. Yeah. Similar to
with your family, or like when you get to when you sent us that picture of the Modelo when you got up to Yosemite, like you finally make that long drive. You put your stuff in the room, cabin, crack one open.
Sit in the jacuzzi.
Sit in the jacuzzi.
Damn.
Like that vacation wherever it is. First beer on a boat day.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
You know,
like,
that's early
you know the
morning.
boats. I'm thinking about Brian's boats, dude.
Yeah.
You take the boat out, post up at a beach or bar. You know dude. So boat beer, a beer next to a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Boys all sitting around a fire. Could be a campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a bin fire. And you're just like, oh, we're doing beers? Yeah.
And enjoy a couple of those for sure.
And this one's kind of similar to a productive day, but running errands, moving couches, helping someone move, helping someone do this. And you finally can take a load off and grab a beer.
I think those ones are the best when you can earn them.
Earn, not given are the best ones.
Yeah, those ones are the best.
So, so that's what, like,
I like that. That was
good.
good SBC.
No.
Good SBC, yeah.
Start bench cut. Yeah, that's all I had.
Hell yeah.
That's an episode.
Hell
I
yeah.
think.
Get to the B.
Spelling bee. Let's do it. Let's hop right in.
Stop in the spelling bee.
So the score still stands from last episode.
Hmm.
Who would like to take it away? Henry took it away first.
Let's give it a mic.
Anyway, I have 7. Henry has 9. Yep.
Oh, that is correct, Mike. You have 7, and Henry has 9.
Or I'm about to have 8, actually.
All right.
about to have
So I'll give you this option then, right? So there's obviously 2 words. Would you like the first word or the second
10.
word?
Give me the first word.
You want the first word?
Yeah.
All right.
Not sure. Give me the first word.
Your word for today is pusillanimous.
I'll go second word.
Jesus.
I'll go second word.
All right. Your
No, I'll go pusillanimous.
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 All right, ready? Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous.
That was really quick without any background context. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is wrong.
I was
You
just
are
trying to
stuck at
save the
7.
viewers some.
Pusillanimous is spelled Pusillanimous.
Okay, so I got
USIL
pusil. Yep.
ANIMOUS.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Pusillanimous.
It's all good. I'm not advancing this round.
For the viewers, Trev, can we just get a definition?
Yeah, the definition of this word is lacking courage or resolution, timid and cowardly.
Mm.
You know what would be fun is if we can try to, like, you get a bonus point or like a half point if you can, like, use the word in the next episode or something like that.
Didn't somebody comment that a while ago?
I don't know. Just if you can sneak away, like
I've done it a couple
Let's
times.
do it.
if you can find a way to,
Trev's done it.
like, actually use it like in a real sense, not a force.
If we can like spelunker a couple words, I'm down.
Yeah, like that would have been classified as a force.
Well, Henry, are you ready for yours?
Yes, please.
Your word for today is recalcitrant.
You're done. You're done.
Recalcitrant.
Can I have a definition, please?
Like realistically, sorry. Do any of this matter?
Well, the reason why I asked for the definition is just so that, like, if you're listening,
True.
you can, like, know what the word
True.
means.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm saying like for spelling wise.
Oh, spelling wise, no, no, absolutely.
I
not.
agree with you. That's a good point.
And I was saying, I think it was last episode. Like, I could ask the country of origin.
Yeah.
It's not going to make a damn.
Yeah,
No,
difference.
that was funny. I was just checking. That makes
But like,
sense.
just so that we're not spelling random ass words
Yeah.
and no one has any idea what
Somebody
they
can
are.
learn something new. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the definition of recalcitrant is resisting authority or control. Stubbornly defiant.
Recalcitrant. RECALCITRANT. Recalcitrant.
Is that your final
Yeah.
answer? Ding, ding, ding. That
No
is correct.
way.
That is correct. Henry now has moved up into the double digits territory
Wow.
at a score of 10.
The lead grows. Recalcitrant.
No
Bang.
great comeback ever started in the lead.
Quote your sources.
Henry.
Thank you. No great comeback ever started in lead. I think
Henry's
think
quote
we're
farming.
due. I think that quote's due to be like a quote.
Wait, can we?
Give that like 3 years and that's a quote.
That is. I agree. Henry Brdjevich.
No great comeback ever started in the lead.
Can we one episode? I forgot. Can we quote farm? Have we done that yet? We
No, I
try to
don't
come
think
up with
we've
our own
quote farmed
quotes.
yet.
All right.
Yeah, we can add that one to the
Quote farm. I just want to add that in. Everyone has to come with 3 quotes.
Are we going to renew the leases on these podcast mics and podcast equipment?
No.
So I think they're bumping up the prices 25% per month on us.
Yeah, we don't need a podcast to quote farm. So
Yeah, we definitely don't.
all right.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for chilling with us. We hope that you enjoyed the episode number 61. Episode number 62 is coming next. Have fun today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and we will see you guys.
60?
It's episode 60, but it's fine.
Oh, that's
This
what
is
I
episode
thought.
60.
Yeah.
Why'd you say 61?
I went 6-0.
No, No, you didn't.
That.
No, you didn't.
Trev's trying to eye behind.
Nah.
He's
It's
playing.
fine. I'm cutting it out anyway.
Trev's puppeteering over there. No, don't cut
Cutting
it
it
out.
out
Don't
in
cut
post
it out. No,
anyways.
don't cut it out.
That's
Keep it in.
bullshit.
Cutting
Trev's
it
trying
out.
to hit the sign language button. Puppeteer over there.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't have. I went.
No, it's 60. Yeah, 61.
Nah, that's bullshit.
That's
Guys,
610.
this is episode
chat,
60.
chat. I went.
Okay, so
Yeah.
episode 510.
Yeah.
5,
You don't have.
Yeah.
6,
Yep. 6.
0.
Yeah, but
610.
you
610.
didn't do this. You didn't do.
610.
What the fuck? I just
That's
cut it out.
plus.
All right.
Episode
I mean, I
60 would
think
be
it's common
this.
sense.
Episode 60 would be this and then this. So it's together.
All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.
You're the-
Adios.
Stay safe, make good choices. You guys are goats. Love you guys.